and welcome back to Voyage of a Time Wanderer. Today I am here to open up my first ever physical ARCs. So I have been in a bit of a reading slump the last few months, and there has been a lot of life stuff going on, but I'm super excited that Simon & Schuster Canada has sent me 2 books from their spring-summer publications, and I thought it would be a great return to Booktube to open up these 2 packages and see what 2 books I have received as my first ever physical ARCs. I have been reading e-ARCs on NetGalley for a couple of years now, but I've never received like the physical, tangible books from a publisher before. It's always been the digital e-ARCs that I can read on my Kindle, which are fantastic, but it's also very exciting to get some actual books in the mail as a surprise. I did fill in a survey about which of Simon & Schuster Canada's upcoming publications for kind of the spring and summer I was interested in reading, but I flagged a number of books, and so I'm not sure exactly which 2 they've chosen to send me. And the survey was a couple months ago, so I also don't remember exactly what the options were. So it is super exciting to open these 2 packages up and see what books I have received, and that's going to be how I'm going to kick off my June reading. I've got my scissors, and I'm just going to go ahead and open up these 2 packages and see what books are inside. Okay, and the very first book is... Ooh, it's one of the nonfiction books that I had selected. That's exciting. This is a memoir called Did I Ever Tell You by Genevieve Kingston. The cover is also really nice. It's got the title here in cursive, but it's like slightly bumpy raised font, so that's kind of nice. It's very aesthetically pleasing. So this is a memoir about the author's experience losing her mother at a young age and how she dealt with that grief growing up and into her adulthood. It says on the back here, "Love is stronger than death in this extraordinary memoir about a mother's last gifts to her daughter and the wisdom and love she bestowed from beyond the grave." Genevieve Gwen, Kingston's mother, was diagnosed with terminal cancer when Gwen was just 3 years old. To find the odds, she lived another 8 years, during which time she filled a chest with gifts and letters to Gwen and her brother Jamie for every major milestone and birthday through age 30. When the book opens, Gwen has already opened that 30th birthday letter, and just 3 gifts remain: engagement, marriage, and first baby. As we follow Gwen through the years, the book becomes a dual narrative. We see her turn to the chest for love, comfort, and advice, even as we witness her make startling discoveries about her mother, her father, and her family history of mental illness. We also see this dynamic young woman's growth as a friend, a sibling, a partner, and an artist. Did I Ever Tell You is an extraordinary memoir that begins with a conversation that transcends this mortal life and becomes a clarion call to live, love, and embrace all the precious days we are given. So that sounds like a really moving memoir. I'm excited to get into it. And it says on the cover that this came out this month, so May 2024. So if you're interested in reading this should already be published. And I am excited to kick off my June reading with this memoir. I remember when I was choosing which books I was interested in, I had selected this one because I'm always interested in people's memoirs, particularly that are about family and family relationships and kind of coming to an understanding about your place in the world. And I think this sounds like it will be a very emotional read, but also very powerful. Okay, and then the second book, which I think must be from their late summer catalog, we'll see what that one is. Okay, and this book is, ooh, nice cover, Sky Full of Elephants by Cebo Campbell. I love the bright colors, and the title, Sky Full of Elephants, is fantastic. So this is one of the fiction titles that I was interested in, and it is the story of a post-racial apocalyptic world. So it says on the back, "One day a cataclysmic event occurs. All of the white people in America are gone into oceans, lakes, and rivers. A year later, Charlie Brunton is a black man living in an entirely new world. A professor of electric and solar power systems at Howard University, struggling with imposter syndrome. He receives a call from someone he wasn't even sure existed. His daughter, Sydney, a 19-year-old who watched her white mother and stepfamily drown themselves in the lake behind their house. Traumatized by the event and terrified of the outside world, Sydney has spent a year in isolation in Wisconsin. Desperate for help, she turns to the father she never knew, a man she has always resented. Sydney and Charlie meet for the first time and embark on a journey across America headed to Alabama, where Sydney believes she may finally have some family left. On a road trip through New Chicago to the Kingdom of Alabama, everything Charlie and Sydney thought they knew about themselves and the world is turned upside down. Brimming with heart, humor, and larger-than-life characters, Cebo Campbell's astonishing debut novel is about the power of community and connection, about healing and self-actualization, and about reckoning what it means to be Black in America, in both Charlie's world and ours. And it looks from the cover here that this one is coming out in September 2024, so a couple months still to go before publication for this book. This book jumped out to me and I had requested it for a couple of reasons. For starters, I just love the title, Sky Full of Elephants, I think is a really great title. And I thought there were elements of this that sounded similar to other books that I've really enjoyed, like The Underground Railroad by Colson Whitehead and Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. Obviously this is a very different concept, but there were little threads that I kind of had recognized as aspects of books that I have enjoyed previously that I think I'm hoping are going to be present in this book as well. The kind of road trip setting also sounds like it will make a really good summer read. So I'm really excited to have this fiction title to read in June as well. So those are the two ARCs that I received from Simon Schuster Canada, a memoir about family, love, and grief, and then kind of a hypothetical apocalyptic fiction novel about the Black American experience. So I'm really excited to read both of these books, and I'm really grateful to Simon Schuster Canada for sending me these advanced reader copies. And I think as I'm coming out of a reading slump, having two upcoming publications that I'm really excited about is going to be some fantastic reading. So I hope all of you have been doing well and reading some great books while I've been taking a break from Booktube. And until next time, enjoy wandering through the pages of a good book. Bye.